Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go on the hill for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Here's Mike Tauchman. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And we are underway. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one the other way. One up, one down. Out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
One down, base is empty. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's downstairs and outside. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And gone. That one felt good, and the White Sox strike first. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Andrew Benintendi stands in now, looks at that one inside. Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Andrew Vaughn now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Benintendi at first, one gone. Hammered, base hit. Rodriguez hustles to get it in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Josh Rojas. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on three. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And here is Sosa to the plate. First pitch misses. One out, base is empty. And a strike.
1-1.
On the ground. To first, out, and 2 away now. Two outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs, base is empty.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it stays fair. Two outs, runner at first. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. And downstairs.
1-0.
Two outs. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swing and a pop-up. A Rosarena on his horse. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Martin Perez.
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
And now the right fielder, Victor Robles. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time. And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
In time to Vaughn. 1 up, 1 down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
And a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 0-1. And that is out of play. Struck him out looking. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now Corey Lee. Vargas back to work. Ball one on a pitch inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Got him. And now one away.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Just missed. And a ground ball to first. Slides for the stop. Throw to the pitcher. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So here's Robert now. He's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one misses. And now 3-0. That's ball four. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Benintendi up here, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Yeah.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last.
Robert on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close. Sneaks through, base hit. Robert on his way around third. Safe. It's 5-0.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So, man aboard. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. High fly ball, right field. Robles makes the grab, and that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and the lead is now 5-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And there's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
To the right side, Sosa tosses to first.
He's out.
And quickly one away in the second. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. He hammers one out to right. It's 5-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Mitch Haniger stands in now and watches strike one. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. That one catches the zone, and that is strike two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off.
One.
In the dirt. That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next
Ball.
offering misses down and away. In the dirt. Crawford off of first with 2 away. So now
That's
2 on
Take your base.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here's Dylan Moore. That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Crawford around third. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Victor Robles. Grounded out his first time.
1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Up the middle. He gets there with the slide. They get the out, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We play 2 full. It's the White Sox 5 and the Mariners 2. Back in Seattle, here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 strikes.
The next offering
outside.
misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And he hits a ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first, and 1 away in the top of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first. Out. And a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now. And here is Miguel Vargas. And he's already singled in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Carlos Vargas is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Edward Bizardo on a pitch out of the pen here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
2 down, base is empty. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that will end the inning. But the White Sox get one on a homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park as we go to the last of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. Out. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that skips in the dirt. Missed with a changeup. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right side, hard hit. Vaughn steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one misses, and that's ball 1. On the ground to the left. Rojas throws on to first. They get the out on Arozarena. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. And here's the catcher, Corey Lee. Bizardo, a 6-foot righty, 190 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings through that.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1-2.
And the slider just misses. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman. That's in there, strike 1. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one almost got him.
Full count.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now it's Luis Robert. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Tachman, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And now it's even up. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball
2-2.
misses down and away. Ground ball right side. A sliding stop. Throw to first. And that's a great play for the out. Benintendi to the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2. Ball 1.
To third. Gets to it with a slide. To first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So one left for the White Sox. They lead it 6-2. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Luke Raley. First pitch just misses.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Haniger batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. The White Sox leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Foul ball there. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
1-2.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We go to the top of the 5th, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Pizzardo back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. Now here is Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Sosa in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Gets it to first, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 6 and the Mariners 2. Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. There's the strike. And that one missing low. That's a laser base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Here's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Popped up right side, Vaughn. And there's one down. Back to the top of the Seattle order. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Out to short. Baldwin. Fires to first in time. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
it's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball is going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Next offering misses, and the count 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases. Well struck left field. And it hits the fence. The run comes in from second, in there safely.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Just missed. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side, Sosa. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. RBI double for the M's. It's now 6-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Trent Thornton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Baldwin, the next to hit, takes outside. Thornton fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball.
Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Troy Taylor up and loosening in the pen. Spire also throwing. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Just missed.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Next offering is in for a strike. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
It's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Man at first. Here's Corey Lee. Check on the runner. Baldwin back on a dive. First pitch misses.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Baldwin leads off first with 1 away. That one not close. And that's ball 3. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So the lineup flips over. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. That's outside. 1-0.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That's in there. And the count even at 1. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2 to Crawford for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the White Sox 6 and the Mariners 3. Back at T-Mobile Park. Well, we go bottom 6. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Gus Varland, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Eller getting loose as well.
Ball 2.
And another ball. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Martin Perez departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Cam Boozer into the game.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. That one's upstairs, ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now batting Mitch Haniger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 0-2 now. Ball one there.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires the first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford, 1 for 2. That one way outside, and that's ball one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 6-5.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little wag to it. Carried out nicely.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And now the count is even. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball down the left field line. Ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-5. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Troy Taylor.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next
Ball
offering
one.
is downstairs. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Benintendi at the plate now. That's ball 1. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
2-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn. And that one is inside. Two outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. And the White Sox go quietly. 1-2-3 go the White Sox as it remains a 6-5 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gus Varland.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Dylan Moore getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
And now 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That
Full
misses.
count.
And that's ball 3.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And the batter now, Victor Robles. First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone. One down, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. In time to Vaughn. And that quickly, 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
First pitch, and he just misses. Varland, 28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1
Trying
strike.
to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one is lifted in the air. Tauchman sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Gregory Santos.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Well, 1-run game. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. And 1 gone. And now Lenin Sosa. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Gabe Spire getting ready to go. Snyder also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. In there at the knees. And it's 0-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1 down, base is empty.
Ball.
That one misses. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Varland back to work. Fastball is outside. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Justin Anderson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. On the outside corner, 2-2 now. That's inside. Randy Arozarena in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Randy Arozarena. There's a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Swings and misses. 0-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside. Now 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2 again. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Luke Raley. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Man at second. Hard liner. Base hit into the outfield. Arozarena flies around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Gus Varlin gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Frazier Eller takes over on the mound. No outs, runner at first. And next is the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Vaughn steps on first for the out.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. That one's in there. Strike 1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. And it throws off line. Safe at third. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch is outside.
In the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Foul ball. Crawford over at first with 1 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's nothing at 2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 2. And they'll do it again. Back up the middle and a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. That clips the corner. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
No, that's a ball. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Two on, 1 out. That one drifts inside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. Golden opportunity right here. Outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a little bit low.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting them hear it as well.
So they're all loaded up. Ball 4, he's walked in a run.
He's really got himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next pitch is outside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Off the mark there. And it's 3-0. Bases loaded. One away.
Ha!
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Full count.
He goes down looking. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Frazier Eller done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan Leisure.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. And they add to the lead. It's 13-6. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That's in for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Fastball almost got him there.
Ball 2. Full count.
Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Through 8 full, the Mariners lead it 13-6. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then, and I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not in the Hall
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. That one to first, and that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly, makes the turn and heads for second, and he'll pull into second safely. Here's the catcher, Corey Lee. Just missed. Man at second. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And it's even up.
Still just the second batter of the inning. And on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Baldwin leads off second with nobody out. And it remains 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Full count.
To kick the 3-2. Caught and missed. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. One out and a runner at second here in the top of the ninth. Inside, just missed. He swings and fouls one off. There's a strike.
2-2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. So it's their last chance in this one. Now here is Luis Robert Jr. Up and in, 1-0. And another ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it looks like trouble. Run comes in from second. Our score 13-7.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. And it's fouled away. Runner at second, 2 down. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And the White Sox down to their final strike. The White Sox down to their final strike. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
A 13-7 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.